Yes, guys. Half-time review. Tottenham Newcastle 1-1 in an entertaining end-to-end game. Friendly. Here's the lineup of the first half. Here are some stats. And also there's the attacking momentum. Guys, what did you think of that first half? I mean, we started really well, really pressing Newcastle. Newcastle started slow. Johnson got his goal, took a pot shot, got a deflection, and it went in 1-0. Great start. And we really were playing well, weren't we? In this opening, when maybe 5-10 minutes, then Newcastle got hold of the ball, and you started to see the quality of their team, right, guys? You started to see it. They were causing us many problems in that first half. I just think the combination in the midfield didn't quite work for Spurs. Forward line as well, just not. They're just that final pass, final ball, final moment just wasn't there, was it? Tell had a fantastic chance, didn't he? Through on goal, and he failed to beat the keeper 1-on-1, which was disappointing. He did well to shake off the defender, but just he had so much time, probably too much time. Really, I don't know why he just didn't run around the keeper and just slot it in, and he tried to do a step over, it just didn't work. But look, a very entertaining game. Obviously Newcastle with their attack, you could clearly see they're causing us many problems. Crosses coming in, running from um, Gordon, Murphy, and Barnes, and Barnes with a cracking goal, right? A fantastic goal. Could Porro done better? Yes. Could the keeper done better? Kingsley? Yes. Could he got a hand to that? But Porro was just done, wasn't it? Fantastic strike from Barnes, 1-1. I think overall on the game, I think Newcastle edged it in that first half. They just had a bit more quality. But you look at their midfield, their midfield is better than ours. So I have to be honest, it wasn't our full strength midfield. It was going to be tough. But Newcastle dictating possession. If you look at the stats, um, some good combination work going forward. Like we did try and create Son, a couple of chances, but he didn't shoot in time. Obviously laid the ball off on another chance. Look, we battled Newcastle. We got stuck in, tried to defend as best as we could, but I felt Newcastle. They were just better than us, weren't they, in that first half? But a good, entertaining game. Let's see what happens in the second half. I'm sure there's going to be many changes to the team, but kind of my kind of thoughts on it. I think it's like Frank trying different players, different positions. Gray midfield. There's a couple of times where he took the ball well, ran with it. Again, his kind of decision making around that box, it's got to be worked on. Sarr as well, midfield. Bentancur working hard, but again, I just don't think it kind of that team in that first half they lack that kind of cohesion. Right, this is a different team. What we saw today, Danso defending the box well, Romero losing his head with Guimaraes, wild moment there. He went lunging in with a challenge and he missed the ball. And look, entertaining first half. Let's see what that second half brings. Guys, give us your thoughts on that first half. I'll be back to review the second half and I'll put this video all together. Yes, guys, so that second half ends 1-1. Very, very stop-start. Second half, many changes. So it looks like a serious injury to Maddison, which is a worry. But, that half and that game really was kind of like dedicated to Son's final game in a Spurs shirt. Guys, how you feeling about Son's last game? Yeah, seeing him crying there on the bench. Yeah, sad day, man. We're gonna miss him. We're gonna miss him. He brought so many good memories to us. So many fantastic moments. What a player for Spurs. The Premier League are gonna miss him. Up there with some of the best stats in the Premier League history, and so many wonderful moments playing for Spurs. And look, we'll have to get used to the idea of no Son. And sad day for him. But back to the game. Very, very scrappy second half. Here's some stats, but doesn't really tell us too much. The game kind of lost its way with all the changes, a lot of disruptions with the changes and injuries and whatever, and Son coming off the pitch. It lost it kind of that competitive edge. I thought, looking at our forward line today, weren't great, were they? First half, second half, and Richarlison had a chance in that second half, failed to put it away. All very, very scrappy from Spurs. Yeah, not really much to say, not much to learn, especially from that second half. And I'm hoping now that that the next pre-season game against Munich, that we'll see Spurs Frank start with his best side, leading up to that PSG game the following Wednesday. And look, we can start to see, who Frank wants to start in all these positions. Um, Not really much to take about that performance today, other than kind of building up much fitness. That second half, players must have got tired. I guess the heat. Really not much to say on that second half. And look, links to Bissouma leaving the club. I've seen. He didn't start today, did he? No, he came on second half. It looks like he might not be in Frank's plans. But, back to Maddison, it's a worry how he was stretched off the pitch, hands over his face. It looks like it could be a serious injury, and that's going to force Spurs' hand in the transfer market. We need someone else anyway to cover Maddison in that position, attacking midfield, because you can't. Maddison just doesn't stay fit throughout the season, so you need the other option there. But, guys, give us your thoughts of the game. First half, second half, any takes from it? I know a lot of fans are going to be worried about our forward line. It just didn't really work today, did it? Tell up front. Kudos came on second half. Didn't really see much of him. But look, it's a lot to do in that transfer window. Still Spurs. There's still time. I hope Spurs get that Paulinho deal over the line, get it announced, and then start bringing in a couple more signings before the start of the season. Guys, give us your thoughts on the game. Sad day with Son leaving the club. Always be remembered a legend at the club. And yeah, thank you, Son, for everything you've given the club. And yeah, and that's it, guys. Give us your thoughts, give us your comments as you always do. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And as always, come on, you Spurs.